Well, first of all, let me say welcome to everybody. We are so glad you came from everywhere to be here with us. And we are so happy that you are joining with our efforts and with the efforts of all these different people to make a difference in the lives of our children in Georgia. And through that, you will make a difference in the world. And it may be a small difference, but it'll be a big difference to that child and to the people that child touches. Each child learns in a different way. Look around at yourselves, how different you are. And each of us, I'm sure, has learned in a different kind of way, because the connection, we never know where it comes from, but all of a sudden we can see that child's eyes light up and they've connected. And that's what we want in our children. And to do that, we have to give them a multiplicity of opportunities to learn. Some children may need a one-on-one, and that's the greatest way for them to learn, in my opinion, is where we work with them. But sometimes that is more routine. That is not it takes somebody like seeing the video to get the story, to get the impact of why reading is so important in the life of a child and in the life of an adult. And it may be the funny papers, the comics, or it may be a magazine about cars that interests someone, or it may just be the storytelling. But we can't take anything for granted, because I watch the news sometimes and I see that little band go along on the TV. I don't pay attention to that most of the time. And children who are just read to without discussion, without being involved, are sort of like me watching that band go across the TV. We have to get them involved and enthusiastic and wanting to learn to read. That's what I try to do. Nathan has the vision. I just do the work. I want to help children realize how important reading is to their lives, how much fun it is, how much they can grow and learn. And I tell them, if you learn to read, you can do most anything you want to do. You can cook. You can put together toys. You can build things. There is so much out there, but you need to learn how to read. And when they do, how grateful they are, how thankful, and how excited. I mean, a little boy asked me, he was in a 4-year-old class, I think, and he said, do your children read chapter books? And I said, well, my children are older now, but they read chapter books. And I said, do you read chapter books? And he said, yes, I do. That was a goal he had, and he was reaching that goal, and he was so excited. And that's what we want. We want our children to want to go to school, to want to learn, to want to see a difference, and to reach the goals they set. And I have to tell you, there are several of our entertainers and people that are well known to the children who are seeing the value of that, and they're stepping out and making an impression too. And just day before yesterday, I read in 2 schools, one a preschool, one a kindergarten, and I read a book by Malcolm Mitchell, who is a football player at the University of Georgia, who went there to play ball. But then when he got hurt, he was laid up and couldn't read very well. He said he really was reading probably on a junior high level, but he was bored, so he started reading because he realized he needed an education to get out of there. And so, as he read, he looked for more and more books. He found out reading was so much fun. And he was talking to a lady in a book club. He was going to purchase a book, and the lady was there buying a book. And he struck up the conversation. And as she talked about the books that they were reading in the book club, he said, "That sounds like fun. Could I join?" And she said, "We're all white women in about our 40s, 50s, and 60s. And are you sure you would want to come with us?" And he said, "I think that would be nice." So she said she went back home, checked him out on the computer to be sure he was legit. And then she called her friends and said, could he be included in our book club? And he joined the women's book club. And they said he read the books that they had read. He read the books with them and had the discussions with them. And even female books he enjoyed because it was a new and different experience for him. And as a result of that, he wrote a book for children. And I read that book to the children. It's called The Magician's Hat. It's a simple book, but it shows how having someone spend time with him and work with him and bring him into the fold helped him to reach out to the children. And he's been going to schools and reading to children and talking to them about the importance of education, about the importance of learning to read and reading and reading and reading. And I'm so glad that all of you are here and you are working so hard to get all of our children reading in a lot of different ways and keeping them healthy. I saw Dave Cook and our public health director and all these people who are working so hard. Dave Westfall, not Dave Cook. Dave Westfall, who's in the medical field. But they've got to keep these children well, and we have to help that because we need them to be at school, and we need them to learn how to read, and we need for them to practice at home. And good family life is part of our education too. So thank you all so very much for all the many ways you all are doing things to help our children read, because it's going to make a difference in this state. And we hope we have 3 more years left, and we're going to work hard till the very last day. So we hope that you will continue to work with us, and if we can get this ball rolling real good, maybe it'll just keep on going and our children will be prepared. Thank you.